department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry the cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to act like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Don't jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, instead of get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry the cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to act like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry the cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. At first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, round it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night. bar, but ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the bees to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on. Go when the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah. Night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems, no, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the New Orleans Saints. After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
Ready! 60-yard.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready! You ain't doing nothing back. You ain't doing nothing. Yep.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running with Kamara.
Here we go.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards. Shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Ready? Get it.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Under 10. He's coming.
Quick throw taken in by Snead. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They run again with Peyton. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Jackson's got his tight end Hurst, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Check 99.
On third down, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to the running game. It's Ingram looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He's checking.
Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 28.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on first down. Dillon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
They'll try and run for it with Peyton. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
It's just me and you. 47 Mike, 47.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. From the 39, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number one.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
Ready? 50, plant.
Touchdown, defense. Ringer, guys.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. They complete it to Hill. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, 51
to mine. They're not ready for this, man.
General West.
They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong football. 51's a mic. 51's a mic.
Speed Griffin.
Tannehill now to throw. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go.
Watch the curve. Mike 51.
X3, 218, chopper.
You better be afraid of me.
Now Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the 44, Tannehill on the check down. He finds Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
90 Wolf.
Check 15.
Hey, Zoo. Yeah.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Cheetah. Let's go.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
60 Pittsburgh.
On second and a yard, Tannehill steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
61, matchbox, white, 2.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Tannehill. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Lutz puts this one through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, and then these 2 teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. To throw is Tannehill. Flush to his right. He gets it to Thomas. A really good pickup at 28 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The 10th carry for Kamara. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run it for the first time to the backup Murray. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Steve 6. Mike 51, Mike 51. Drop deep. Hey, lock it.
They run with Murray. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the twins.
Go.
On the ground, Kamara. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Kamara trying to right side.
You ain't doing nothing.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal.
Now, you got Ocean Man. You got Ocean Man right there.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Good.
Now Tannehill to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's third and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Mike 51.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They run. It's Mark Ingram trying to run inside, but nothing there. Demario Davis there on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on second down, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's see what you got.
Yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Well, they were going draw play there. The defense wasn't fooled. They sniffed it out.
I think they're going to have to go back and take a few more acting classes because that's what a lot of that is. You've got to influence them to think that it's going to be a pass play and have them drop out and maybe the defensive front coming forward and find yourself some space. In this case, no one was fooled and ended up spilling that play pretty well.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. 23 yards, the final tally.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, check. Topper!
Here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. That ball complete to Isabella. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Even. 4 down. Leo.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, high 7. Out.
Again, it's Kamara. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
As Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Ingram. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Like 22, like 22.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Snead's got it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Quick throw taken in by Snead. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for 2 and try and win it right now?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
56 is the mark.
Tannehill now to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And we have free football. Overtime, here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11. And the Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Tannehill now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Kamara. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Tannehill. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it'll be 3rd down.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
And nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spot. Spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Thomas Morstead now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
At the 28-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. Yardage here. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. I know they may want to go for this, but the smart play probably to punt it, even given the field position, right?
In a sense, you honor what they've done all game. And this is a defense that's held the score down, kept it tight, kept you right in it, and they're really jonesing for one more shot. Give it to them. Let them play defense for you and give you a better chance to win the game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Got it.
51's the mic. Rip left, rip left.
Hey, Orbit.
Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
51.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tannehill. He's going to air one out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Kamara. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
90 Wolf.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Down to the 25. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. A run, it's Murray. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Move over, James White. You've got a new rival for best finish to a Super Bowl ever. And the Lombardi Trophy is headed back to the Bayou. The New Orleans Saints, Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.